Circle Theater is wrapping up their season, their 2014 season, with the new musical, Carrie the Musical. This has got to be really interesting. So we invited Carrie into the studio today. And director, producer, head of the theater, Lynn Brown Tepper. Lynn, good morning. Great to have you here. Yeah, good to have you here. And Carrie, better known as Mackenzie McElroy, but good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's talk about end of the season. Carrie the Musical. That just sounds like a big contradiction to me.
Yeah, it does. It does sound like it's a parody, but it's not. It's actually playing it for real, and it's based, of course, on the Stephen King book or the movie that came out in the 70s, but now there was a TV movie and then one that came out last Halloween. It's an updated version, again, that I guess, from what I understand, was truer to the book. But yeah, it is a strange concept for a musical, but there's been a lot of musical thrillers that have been popular, like Sweeney Todd and things like that.
Yeah, you've forgotten.
But the music is great for people who like the music for like Rent or a newer one, Spring Awakenings. It's right up that alley. It's great. The music is fantastic.
Really, is it? And it's a dramical.
Yes, there you go. Very good.
It's my new word.
I like it. I'm going to steal it.
It's a dramical. Well, let's talk about Carrie for a minute, because my vision is Sissy Spacek as Carrie, but whoever, whatever generation was Carrie. And so, Mackenzie, how do you create your own Carrie?
We really went back to Stephen King's novel, and so I have read it several times over, and so I really went back to their motivations. Especially Stephen King does a really good job with getting into the mind of every character. So really pulling from the novel and those motivations that he originally wrote, because we didn't just want to put the movie on stage, and that's not what the musical is about. It's about the relationships and being in high school and trying to fit in.
That's a huge problem in itself. Mackenzie McElroy, Lynn Brown Tepper from Circle Theater, and Carrie the Musical. So you're right. You're not watching. If you watch the movie, you tend to probably try to become that. I mean, inadvertently. And yet, by reading the book, then you can really get inside the character.
Yeah, and create your own spin on the character and make her alive for today's time.
Because who is Carrie? I mean, describe Carrie the character before she is, all the bad stuff happens to her.
Carrie is very misunderstood. She is very trapped in her world. Her mother is very overprotective and overbearing, and she doesn't get out at all. And so she just tries to fit in and get through school. But because she's very different from all the other students, she doesn't wear the same clothes. She doesn't go out with all of them. She's very separate from them, and so that makes her different. So she's teased and bullied very badly.
So you take this character and you try to become this character, and once the lights dim, the music starts, you are Carrie.
We're there, yeah.
Do you walk away from this rehearsals or performances?
It is very hard sometimes, especially during all the bullying scenes when they're all screaming my name and scary Carrie and all of the...
You're fighting back.
Yeah, it's there's been some rehearsals where everybody has to like hug me after we get out of
You're in
scene.
tears. Well, yeah, I would think that's more than, that's really intense.
Yeah.
More so than shooting a film, because you can cut and stop and start, but once you get rolling, you're rolling.
And it's been tricky for the other actors, too, because this, I think, has more of an emphasis, or maybe because it's live theater, on the bullying aspect than the movie does.
Okay.
And again, I don't know if it's because it's live, it's happening right in front of you, but even the other actors who are being the bullies, they've had a hard time adjusting with it too, because obviously it's not their nature and they feel bad afterwards, even though they're just acting. They do get into it as well, and it's been hard. I know for the director, there's a couple, he's like, you have to be meaner. It's not going to be believable unless you're actually doing it. And if it's not, in your nature, which hopefully it's not in any of the cast's nature to do that. So.
Or brings out that inner bully you didn't even know you had or something, and brings out your inner feelings. The way you get, there's too much to talk about here. Let's talk about the show. It opens
this Thursday.
Okay.
The
so
4th.
Day after tomorrow, and runs for?
It runs till the 20th.
Circle Theater at Aquinas College and the Performing Arts Center, and you're doing it in the round.
Yes, we are.
Wow. That's got to be kind of fascinating.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It's a different way to perform because no matter what way you turn,
Someone watching
someone
you.
is there. But it's definitely a fun challenge to have.
Okay, so did they drop blood on you?
I definitely get messy.
Get messy. It's obviously not real blood.
There's
but
some tricks we can't give away.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you'll have to come
But
see
she
the show to
does-
find out.
Yes,
See
it does
the
end
show.
up bloody. We'll say that.
bloody. And then you do your
It's a bloody mess.
then you do your stuff. All right, Carrie the Musical opens Thursday, runs through the 20th at the Aquinas College Performing Arts Center on Robinson Road, and it's a great house. I mean, it's great, a great house to see a show.
Very intimate.
Tickets are
Tickets are on sale at the box office. You can go right to the box office or go online at circletheater.org or call 456-6656. And they are tickets are $27.
Okay.
Except we do have a special midnight show on the 19th, and tickets for students are $10 for that with an ID.
That's cool. Are you doing a double show that night?
Yep.
You are. Wow. Okay. So a special midnight show on the 19th before closing night. Carrie the Musical at Circle Theater. Lynn Brown Tepper and Mackenzie, thank you so much for coming in. Really
you.
appreciate it. Best wishes on a great run. Carrie the Musical at Circle Theater.
Looking